Hey y'all, it is a new day and a new rotation that we start today. I just got here. I'm starting my psych rotation at like a forensic psych hospital place. But yes, this psych rotation is 6 weeks. So I'll be here for 6 weeks and then I'll go into surgery back at the place where I was. And honestly, I probably won't be able to show you much, but today's probably just orientation day, figuring out what we're expected to do, all that type of stuff. Make sure to continue watching. Watch these vlogs coming up because this next series obviously will be a psych block. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe because we're so close to 500 subscribers. So please, if you haven't, subscribe, share the video, share the channel, all that type of stuff. All right, I'll see you soon. So I'm back in my car. We just finished orientation with like the student coordinator lady and also the medical director of this place, and so I misspoke. It's not a forensic hospital, but most of the patients are forensic patients, I guess, like court order. And so I'm going to meet with my attending. So I'm the only one from my school in this rotation like cohort, so it's just me and the attending, like it's just us two, which is I don't love but it's okay. So now I have to go to another building on this campus to go meet the attending. So I have the little map on my phone and I'm gonna try to find this place. So let's go. So it's lunchtime. It's very like yucky outside. I don't know if you can really tell. It's very yucky. So my hair is a little less crisp than I would like. Yeah, we're gonna have to put this up tomorrow because it's supposed to be rainy and yucky like this for a few more days this week, and ain't nobody got time. This place is kind of like the hospital I was at, in that it's gonna take me a while to figure out where I am going. But this one is even worse because it's actually separate buildings. But so far, so good, I guess. Okay, so I'm back in my apartment. A little bit about what I learned today. So I obviously was a lot of introductions, figuring out what's going on. Still don't know all the way what's going on, but what I did learn about the patients that are there. So there's different I guess reasons why they're there, like legally, I guess. IST, they're not able to stand trial. So this is like, they're just not competent. They don't understand their charges, all that type of stuff. In the hospital, they're trying to get them competent enough to see if they can, you know, go through trial and do whatever they need to do legally. That's with IST. There's patients that are there through or under NCR. And for them, they pled guilty, but I forgot the new version. Okay, they don't say this anymore, but guilty by reason of insanity or something like that. But that's not like what they say anymore. There's civil commitment, and so for that, they might not have any charges left. The charges might have been dropped or whatever, but a judge finds that they're either gonna harm themselves, harm somebody else. They're not able to just go out in society. So it's like they're making them come to the facility. And then there's patients there voluntarily. And all these can go from one section to another, I guess, underneath there. But those are all the kinds of patients that are at this facility, which was interesting to find out. This rotation is gonna be quite interesting. It's very different than I am. Even during the orientation, we were talking a little bit about the H&Ps and like the exams. Like the physical exam is the mental status exam. Like we don't do all the IM stuff, obviously, but it's different. So it definitely will be interesting. But yeah, this is day one of psych. Now that I've done one rotation, I kind of have a better understanding of how to start studying in the beginning. I'm going to do Anki. Which deck is this? This is the Jonki. J Anki. You can find that online. And I'm doing the psychiatry one. And then at some point I'll throw in URL questions as well. And I'm also gonna try to throw in IM URL questions as well, just to keep freshening up on that. Either URL questions or go through a few IM Anki cards, because of how much of step 2 is like surrounded by IM type material. I don't want to lose it all completely, since that was my first rotation, and at this point I won't be taking step 2 for like a whole year from now, so I don't want to lose it all. So I'm gonna be, you know, refreshing my mind on that. It is, what time is it? It's 12:21, and I'm going to eat a little bit of lunch. I have a conference or lecture at 1 o'clock, but it's in a different building, so I'm gonna have to drive there, and I have to use a map like this to figure out where I'm going. So let's see if I can do that. I think I know, I think I'm here. Okay, yeah, I'm here. So I'm gonna turn left. I'm gonna turn left. See? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I get, because I really shouldn't be doing all of this at the same time. I remember the first time I came here, I was so confused, and here I am confused again because I think I took the wrong turn. Okay, so I am currently going to a Pilates class for the first time at like Core Pilates or something. They have this free first day trial situation type thing. This is my first Pilates class, so we're gonna see how this is. This area is mad cute. Like, it's just a whole shopping place. And I saw a sign for, what's that thing called? The Joint or whatever. Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac, her stuff. That's somewhere in here too. But yeah. Where am I going? Where am I going? Core? No. Club Pilates. That's where I'm going. There she goes. Alrighty, wish me luck. So I finished the class and actually just came from that restaurant over there. Cause I only cooked one thing and I'm not trying to eat that again today. But that was so good. That was my first Pilates class. And it actually was like, I want to keep doing this. I just need to get the funds to get that monthly membership. But your girl, she might become a Pilates girly, and I look forward to that. Just know. Also, these are press-ons. Did I do a good job? I'm not gonna zoom in at all, but I think I did a pretty good job. And these are from Sally's Beauty. I ordered one from a set from TikTok shop and it never came. But these are Sally's Beauty. This was the first hand, so it doesn't look as good as the other one. But I think I did a pretty good job. But anyway, I'm going home. I already did my Anki cards for the day, so I'm gonna go home, eat, and then do your questions, and that'll really be it for the night. Then I'm gonna just chill. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. I've learned so much today. It's actually been great. It's been a great learning day. The lighting in here has not been great recently, but it's also been very gloomy and yucky. The attending, yeah, I was with the attending today, and a lot of today, well, first of all, I just finished in a 2-hour lecture, which is actually, it was actually so good. It was about all the antipsychotic and like mood stabilizer drugs. And like I told, there's an ant! Go! That was not an ant. Unless ants can fly, that was not an ant. And now I'm scared. Anyway, it's about all the antipsychotic drugs and mood stabilizers, which, like I told y'all, pharm is not my strongest suit. It was so good. It was a really good review. So that was just now. But earlier, a lot of what I did today, and like I didn't see any patients, but in the morning rounds when you're talking about all the patients, and I I learned a lot about competency. So like I told you guys, a lot of the patients, or all of the patients here, are court ordered to be here. My thing, there was a patient, right? And I want to get out of here because people are going to start walking past me soon, and I don't want them looking at me vlogging. There was a patient, I think, I don't know if I talked about him, 24-year-old patient. He just got transferred to the unit I'm in right now, which is a unit for, I'm in 2 units right now with the attending. One is for treatment-resistant schizophrenia, and the other one is for a medical unit. So like people who have, like, you know, medical issues currently. And so he was being transferred to the treatment-resistant schizophrenia unit because obviously he's schizophrenic. So the patient is 24 years old. He had 10 hospitalizations in the past due to, you know, the psychiatric issues, 5 suicide attempts, and most recently, but he was being transferred to that unit because I think he was on 5 different antipsychotics at some point, but they weren't helping and stuff. And then also for like administrative reasons, like needing beds in other places, whatever. We were doing the morning rounds today. They were talking about how he assaulted someone on April 11th, someone in his unit, because his hallucinations, his auditory hallucinations, were telling him that, you know, this person was looking at him like in a sexual manner. And I guess a lot of his background trauma, he has PTSD as well, has to do with that kind of abuse nature. So he assaulted them. April 11th. April 15th, he had his competency review and he was found competent. So to me, you're still having these symptoms, but you're found competent. I couldn't, you know, understand that, like why that's the case. And so what I learned today, especially after going to what do they call it, court group. So they always have like activities and stuff, and they have this thing called court group, and it's basically a group where, like, meeting where they learn about, you know, how to conduct themselves in court, how to really pass their competency review. And so, like, you know, answering questions only when you're asked, not having outbursts, thinking about logical reasons for things, all of those types of things. That's what the court review is. So I got to sit in on the court review today, and so she was giving the patients scenarios, and she was asking them, you know, how would you respond? What's the logical way to respond? And so, you know, a scenario is like, John, it was in court, and then he starts yelling whatever at the judge or something like that. Or another scenario, Timmy is working with his lawyer, and he goes on a tangent about redheads and how he doesn't trust redheads because his lawyer is a redhead, and yada yada yada. And the point is, like, you know, despite his prejudices, that has nothing to do with the situation, and they need to show in their competency review that they're able to work with their lawyers. That's part of one of the, like, criteria, I guess. And so it was interesting to see the different reasonings why, because the psychologist was the one leading it. A psychologist was. What the psychiatrist my attending was telling me was that even when treating these patients, a lot of times they don't go back to baseline, as in they don't stop hearing voices or seeing things, or whatever the case may be, having these hallucinations or delusions. But it's about being able to deal with them and, like, not allowing it to affect daily life and, like, putting it at bay pretty much. So she was saying how, okay, so for example, the redhead thing, we don't have to change Timmy's mind about redheads, but the point is, can you work with your lawyer? So it's about just working with it. And so going back to the whole competency thing, I guess that really, it kind of made sense. Like, you cannot you can still be having symptoms of these disorders, of schizophrenia and whatever else. But can you, it's literally, the point is, can you understand your charges? Can you understand the gravity of your charges? Can you understand court proceedings? If you can do all of that, then you can go to court, despite the fact that you're having all these symptoms still. And so it makes sense to me now, whether it's ethical, whether I agree that that's an ethical way to do things, I still have to think about it more. Because to a level, like, I feel like that's not fair. But that's how the court proceedings work. So, yeah, I learned a lot with that today. I had a lot of thoughts about this rotation before the rotation. I was like a little scared about, what's going to happen. But I'm learning a lot, and I'm kind of happy that I'm at a place where they have a lot of forensic cases, because there's so much to the even legal system as it pertains to mental illness that I was not aware of, and it's just so interesting to see and so interesting to learn about. But yeah, ooh, child, I've been rambling. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, so I was looking through some of the packets I got, and this kind of explains a lot of what I was talking about earlier. So this is just how the flow chart, I guess, goes with the whole IST NCR thing. So like IST, incompetent to stand trial, and then you go through all these steps, and then the NCR. So this is the competency part that I was talking about. So I guess if you are found competent, you still can acknowledge, there's still room to acknowledge the mental health issue. And I guess in this situation, you just hope that the lawyer for the defendant, the patient, is, good enough, I guess, to really drive home this point. Because if not, then that's very unfortunate, because then it won't be able to be taken into consideration with all this judgment part. But this makes so much more sense. I just finished, I think I go this way. I just finished like shadowing a different doctor. What? Someone's honking at me? Why are they honking? I'm confused what the honking is about, but okay. A different doctor, that was actually doing a review, a competency review. So that was interesting to see. So it kind of connected the dots that I had yesterday of like questions about the competency review, and just like making sure a patient is competent. And the patient we saw today, he seemed pretty competent to me. He 31-year-old male. Is that a Cybertruck? Oh my gosh, I never saw one in person. That's pretty cool. Anyway, 31-year-old man. His original charge was like assault and grand theft auto and all these types of things. That was his original charge, and he was in jail for a little bit of time. Then he was out on probation, and then he had another violation, and he was sent to this mental hospital. And now they're trying to see if he's competent to, I guess, go to trial or whatever, or I don't know, stand trial, I guess. So what I learned today was that for competency, it's not only if you can understand your charges. Understanding your charges is one part of being found to be competent, but the other part, and you need both to be found competent, is can you assist in your defense? And so I guess if your symptoms aren't that aggressive, that you can still, like, you understand reality, and you understand even if you do have delusions and hallucinations, like, you understand those are hallucinations, and you can separate the two to an extent of being able to assist in your defense, then you're competent. And so I guess that answers my question of like, you know, why are they still like found competent if they can't like stop hearing things? That answers that question, because if you can separate the two and if you can actually like live normally, then you're good. So that's interesting. So interesting how much about the law I'm learning here. Anyway, I'm about to go to, I just drove over to another building to go to security because I have to do fingerprints. Yeah, I got a fingerprint appointment. Fingerprints, and then like some about an ID or something. So yeah, that's all. And my hair, again, it's supposed to be April showers bring May flowers, and it's giving, it's May, and we're making up for the fact that April didn't have any showers because it's been rainy and disgusting all week. And I would have a silk press the week before. It's this kind of weather, and the silk press ain't even like, I think I'm gonna try like dry shampoo. Like, it's very oily and my hair doesn't get oily, but I think it's because of all the humidity, because it's a little cooler today. It's like 50 something degrees. Earlier this week it was like high 70s and 80s, so it was very humid, a humid rain and stuff. So my hair, it didn't get frizzy, it just got like mad oily. So I think I'm gonna try some dry shampoo. I saw on Instagram one colored girl use dry shampoo, and so I'm gonna see if that helps make it look less stiff, because that ain't cute. But anyway, let me go and do these prints. Don't judge this background. I'm at home in Jersey and I have clothes from all over the place. Just stay focused. I acquired some dry shampoo. This is should we do one of these? Can't read it. This is Batiste Instant Hair Refresh Dry Shampoo Volumizing, restores oomph to lift or to limp or lifeless hair. So I'm gonna try it on my hair because it just looks like I didn't get a fresh silk press. I've never used dry shampoo in my life, so, and it's nighttime, it's like 10 o'clock. So I'm hoping that this isn't one of those like you should use it right before you go out type of things. This is before, okay, she is shiny, she's, you know, where's my comb, you know, oh gosh, she looks super shiny. And I don't have super thick hair, but my silk presses don't usually look this scarce. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah! Ooh, okay, definitely did reduce a lot of the shine. Okay, so let's see another part. Okay, you see the shine here? Let's see what happens. Ah! Okay. Okay, that was kind of a lot. This is what social media does to you. I saw one girl use some dry shampoo, and all of a sudden I'm here. Okay, so one thing I am noticing, I don't love how it makes my hair feel. It feels a little crunchy, like a wee bit crunchy. Can we see a difference? Let's see what happens after I wrap my hair tonight. Maybe I should do a little bit more here. Do we think it looks better? I don't know. I think maybe a little bit. I guess the true test, we'll see what happens when I wake up tomorrow morning. Oh, I think this does look a little better. It's still not like normal, my normal silk press, but it's better than before, I think. Okay, that's all for this vlog. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Actually, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Like, comment, whatever you want. Comment if you learned anything from this vlog, because I know I learned a lot this week. So let me know if you learned anything from this vlog. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.